Okay, so, hey, welcome back to Let's Play Trilby's Notes. Forgot the name of the game. And let's carry on with it. I wasn't aware you had a family, Sordric. Is your wife home too? Oops. Regrettably, Belinda is no longer with us. Oh, I'm sorry. Quite alright, you couldn't have known. She succumbed to illness shortly after Matthew was born. People who watched the first game may recognise this from. Oh, well, he's finished the painting. Well, Mr. Smythe, what do you think of the piece? An intriguing little puzzler, actually. The design is reminiscent of a few Central African tribal gods I'm aware of. But to be honest, I've never seen anything like this before. May I ask how you acquired it? I'm glad you asked. It was 20 years ago, when I was a younger man, on my first travels in the Dark Continent. We were travelling along the west coast when our bearers spotted a ship that had run aground. Yeah, ship. It was an English clipper named the Sea Angel, and a short exploration revealed that every single crewman had just disappeared. Of course, we immediately sent a letter to the nearest embassy to report the finding. But the point is, I was on the lowest deck of the ship that I found this very figurine that you see before you today. What an extraordinary tale! But how do you account for there being an African tribal carving on a British vessel? We were as confused as you are. It wasn't a slave trading vessel, but there must have been a Negro on the crew. It's been a personal mystery of mine ever since. I was hoping you could help shed a little light on the matter. But there is more to tell. I haven't even begun to recount the strange events that have surrounded this artifact. Would you care for a glass of brandy? Yeah, so would I. Thank you, that'd be most kind. Matthew, fetch the brandy from the kitchen and some glasses. Yes, father. So we're in the kitchen. So let's get some... Oh, sorry.
From the last game, it's there, left hand side.
Yeah, I know. We'll see that in a moment. So let's get the brandy anyway. Do something normal, but followed by something abnormal. Sounds familiar to me. Bang bang. Hello. You haven't tried to speak to me in a while. Bang bang. I did another painting today. I showed it to father. He said it was promising. I keep trying to tell him about you, but he never listens. You haven't knocked for me in so long, I was beginning to wonder. Bang bang. Hey, do you want to see my painting? Bang bang. I'm just not sure how I'd get it through the door. Anyway, the observant viewer may have noticed the little slot under the door, so we can slide the painting under door. I'm pushing the painting under your door, okay? Just give it back when you're finished. How dare you, sir? You intrude on my hospitality and insult my judgment. That's father. Get out of my house, you worm. I better see what's the matter. So, in any case, let's go to the door. You can't get the painting that the guy in there has for some reason. I don't know why you couldn't just ask for it back. But anyway, let's open the door. Father. Oh, it's you. Father, what happened? I heard shouting. That old fool told me some rubbish about my figurine. Said the only tribe it could have come from all died in slavery 20 years ago. She had the nerve to accuse me of buying from a forger. I'm sorry, father. What are you apologising for? Where's that damn brandy? I've got it here. Give it to me. I'll go back to my room, Father. Show me your painting. Father? You said you had a painting. Show it to me. I can't, Father. And why not? Because... Come on, why not? Out with it. Because I gave it to the boy behind the door. I see. Father, go back to your room, boy. I have to write my diary entry. Yes, Father. And he's back in his room. An hour of silence passed, and Matthew grew concerned about his father. Strangely, the most disturbing thing had been Sir Roderick's reaction to Matthew mentioning the boy behind the door. In the past, raising this had usually provoked a violent rage or an instant flat denial. Matthew wondered what sort of anxiety was going through his mind. His father's mind. Whatever. Smash! What was that noise? Father, what are you doing? So let's open the door. Matthew was confused by his own reluctance. He had longed to see what was beyond this door his entire life, but now, given the chance, he was struck with fear. He peered cautiously through and saw a set of rough stone steps leading down to some kind of basement. Oh my god. I should have done this the moment you came into this world, demon child. May God forgive me for having a part in your creation. Father, what are you doing? Do you see what you've done? I didn't want him to see this. Do you see what you've done? Father, no! Father! Father! Oh. Did you see? Oh. Oh my god. That mean guy. I hate him. Actually, I don't. He's probably like the best character in this. He's got glasses. Is everything alright, Terry? Yes, everything's fine. It's just, for a moment there, I thought I saw a pussycat. Never mind. Shobin and I were talking about you after you ran out of the room. I said you seemed like something was making you terribly anxious. Frankly, I think that's still the case. I'm okay, really, I am. Well, if you're sure. I was certain my mind was not playing tricks on me. I had been back there, in Defoe Manor, looking through the eyes of Matthew Defoe. I had seen the events that created John Defoe. I saw his death at the hands of Sir Roderick, that terrible, violent end that would bring him back as that awful wraith. But somehow, seeing that event, it was clear to me that there was more to this than the ghost of one retarded youth. There had been something very wrong about that idol, even before it was used to destroy John Defoe. A name stood out in my memory, the Sea Angel, the name of the ship which Sir Roderick had found the figurine. I now had a lead. Professor, do you know anything about the ship called the Sea Angel? You know, it's funny you should mention that name. There's a really old wooden chisel among the Defoe Manor artifacts, and the words Sea Angel are carved into the handle. Where is this chisel? Out on display in the convention hall, next to the dining room. What's all this about, Terry? It's nothing. It's just a little side project my clients want me to get onto, whatever. Thank you for your help. No problem. Take care of yourself. So anyway, there's a little piece of paper in there that you may have noticed. So let's look at the note.
I think that chisel made that shit.
Yeah. It was a page from a religious book I wasn't familiar with. I here enclose it with these notes. Victim 5, the child. 5 victims. Oh god, I just skipped a load of text by accident. Important text as well. Actually, it's not that important. It basically just tells you about him bashing the wood and stuff. That was really stupid of me. No, actually, I'm gonna blame it on the game design because when I held the space button, it skipped all of them. You know, I get these matches on the desk. Only one match left. I took it anyway. And then we're gonna go in here. And next time we're gonna see what we're gonna do with those matches
Yeah.
because we're running out of time. So I'll see you then.